You all know the story of Vanessa Williams, right? Yes, the beautiful actress, well, dancer, producer, singer, model, Vanessa Williams, who became the first melanated woman to win Miss America in 1984. Yes, that Vanessa Williams, who, with controversy behind that win because of some photos that was later discovered of Vanessa Williams in Penthouse. Okay? So, you know that story. Very proud moment for her. Very proud moment for so many who looked upon Vanessa Williams and said, girl, you did it. You got this. You are representing. Very proud moment. And then what happens? Because of her stance as the first melanated person to win that, then all this controversy came out. People just started trying to find things about her. And lo and behold, they found some pictures. And so, you know what? She said, okay, she's not going to cause all this over what she has already accomplished. So she resigned as Miss America. Yes, she did. And you know what? That was a good step for her, because you know what? She said she was not going to let what she had accomplished be tainted by other people's, situations, and the fact that they really did not approve of that win. Okay, so what happened? Well, we're now hearing again from Vanessa Williams. And this is a very shocking story, because these are things that we have got to know, that when something like that comes out, we know that there has been some sort of situation that occurred in these people's lives. For her to have those photos out there like that, we knew. And so now we are hearing about it. Did you all know that Vanessa Williams had a childhood experience that affected the way she behaved throughout her teenage years? Yes. And that experience was brought on by a situation that should never have occurred. She went she went camping with a friend, okay? A family friend. And what happened? Well, you know what happened. A situation was introduced to her by another young lady. At the time, Vanessa was like 5th grade. And a situation was produced to her by another young lady. And Vanessa was confused. She didn't know what to think of it. And she went on to say in this interview that later shaped her behavior. And I look at this now with those pictures being the case. Of course, you can look at that and say, of course, that incident affected the fact that this young lady, this beautiful melanated young lady, felt she had to pose for pictures that just were not what needed to be out there. And that affected her. And this is a situation that we have got to be aware of when it comes to our children. We've got to, at the age of 10, to have this young lady experience something that was just wrong. We have got to watch and be ever vigilant of who we allow our loved ones to be around. Yes, at 10 years old, are you kidding me? Going on a camping trip with someone, a family friend, whomever. No, you're not to be at that age. You're not to be out of the sight of your parental guidance. There are no sleepovers. There are no come-overs. There are no going to the mall. Are you kidding me? And I was so sad to hear this for Vanessa, because it led to some very painful childhood experiences for her. And, it impacted her life greatly. And that's one of the things we can see with those photos that made her have to resign the Miss America title. Those photos that came out, because then she was introduced at a very young age to a situation that should not have happened to her. And she was left in an insecure place of emotional conflict at that age of 10. That's a very critical age, that the preteen years, where children are supposed to be protected and not allowed to experience things that they are not ready for. But that didn't happen. She was not protected at the age of 10. And now, you know what, parents? You all have got to stop worrying about these people saying you are overprotective of your children. There is no such thing. Do you hear me? That's the world's way of trying to lie to you and to get you to move out of the way so they can do what they want with your loved ones. Okay? Stop buying into that. There's no such thing as an overprotective mother or an overprotective father. You cannot be protective enough. That's what we are here for. We are here to protect our children. And there is no reason when someone comes to you with that mess about, oh, you're too protective, oh, you better look at them with a side eye. Or better yet, you know what? You better tell them to get out of your presence. You better tell them to get out of your face and never come around anymore, because that's someone that's up to some shady stuff. And that's someone that's probably 9 times out of 10 don't even have children themselves, okay? And then if they do, they didn't do right by theirs. So now they trying to tell you not to be protective of your child, so your child can be exposed to things that they should not be exposed to at the young age, at any young age. Are you kidding me? Be more vigilant. Be overprotective. And don't give a darn about what anybody says about it. This is your child. You were put here for your parents are protectors. You were put here to protect your child. Anyone coming to you with that mess, like I said, give them the side eye. So, Vanessa Williams, I am so sorry that happened to you at that age. You should not have been exposed to anything like that. But you went on and you did the thing. You became the first melanated Miss America. You are a singer, an actress, a producer, a model. You overcame that. And yes, speak out about it. You became victorious in that. Yes, you did. And we are still so proud of you. So we thank you for sharing this so all parents can continue to be on visual alert and a protective embodiment of their children. Yes. Thank you, Vanessa Williams.